Hey, I'm Mark Wilson. Today I'm going to show you how to make some pecan pie bars, which are really, really damn delicious. So, we already have our flour amount, we got our brown sugar. Just going to combine these two, and then we're going to cut in some butter. Really, this is like one of the simplest recipes you may ever make, and it's really, really good. Flour, brown sugar combined. Now we're going to throw in our butter, cut that in. I'm going to use a pastry blender kind of to mix it all up. To cut the butter in, you could use a cheese grater, grate the butter in there. You can use knives. I've used knives before to make this exact same crust. Essentially, all we're going to do is basically cut this butter up with the flour, cut it into it, and it's going to basically be a bit of a fine mixture. And then we're going to press it into the bottom of our dish here. And then we're going to bake it. Get the oven going 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let that go for about 15 minutes so it gets golden brown. And then we're going to basically mix all the other ingredients together and pour it directly on top of it. So unlike most things, normally grease the pan, not greasing the pan, not at all. And we're going to pour this in there and press it in really well. And that's going to give us a nice base. And basically, just push it down. Just give us a nice base for our bars to sit on. We'll make it nice and uniform and even across. That is pretty much all there is to that. I'm going to put it in the oven, let it go for a little bit, bring it out, and load it up. So the next stop on this train is we're going to mix this stuff up in here. I'm going to put it on the KitchenAid and blend it up. If you've got a hand mixer, great. If you want to use a whisk, that'll work too. Eggs, just a friendly reminder, the best way to do it is to just do it flat. And then put them into a container like this that you can see one at a time. Make sure you don't have any shells in there. If you do, as always, just use the shell you just cracked to scoop it up. It took me a long time to realize not to crack it on the side of a dish because it just seems to flake off in there more. So that's the eggs. We've got our vanilla, our salt, pecans, and then our dark corn syrup. Make sure we get all of that in there. We're going to mix it up. When the things come out of the oven, we'll pour it in there and throw it back in there for 25 minutes. All right, so I pulled out the crust, which is smelling up the kitchen like crazy in an amazing, great way. Beat this thing to where it's nice and frothy like that. So now it'll be good to go. And now we're just going to pour this into our pie shell here. I call it pie shell. Pie bar crust. Call it whatever you want to. Just know it's going to taste good. And then we'll return this to the oven and let it cook till it hits for about 25 minutes. Same temperature, 350. And pull it out. We'll let it cool on the wire rack for a little while. Afterwards, it's completely cooled. And then after that, we can slice these things up. See you in a little bit. Hey, so I don't know how many times I can ever say so in video, but sometimes I try really hard to get that in there. Okay. Pecan pie bars. Time to slice them up. Basically, just take a knife, drag it across the bottom. They're nice and gooey, just like a pecan pie would be. But hey, it's in bar form, so you can, basically it turns into being like finger food. And then we're just going to dig it out with a fork and lift it up. And there you have it, pecan pie bar. And let's take a taste. That is divine. Wow. The crust, flavors, all coming together. That is fantastic. Oh, hope you liked the video. I hope you make this because you're gonna like it, and it's so simple to make, as you saw. Quick, not a lot of ingredients. Turns out fantastic every time. So, hey, if you have the power to make somebody happy, use it, because we could all use more of that in our lives. So, take care. If you like the video, like and subscribe. If you're into that kind of thing, I'll make more of them. Eventually, I'll probably catch on and get a hint. Also, there's a link to this recipe in the description below. And there's a link to the cookbook where this and everything that I'm making for this go around for videos are going to be in there. So